Costco memberships potentially getting more expensive early next year. Brian Salzi, what do I need to know?
Yeah, I did this one especially for you, Miles, because you are newly in the suburbs. But a new note out of Guggenheim, retail analyst John Heinbockel, who is looking for a membership fee price hike over at Costco, about $5 for each of its 2 memberships, a membership fee hike by fall 2022. So what Heinbockel did here is look at what Costco's stock usually does before they announce this increase and what happens after. And I have a full piece right now on Yahoo Finance looking into this, but I'll hit the high level points. 6 months after Costco announced in April 2006 membership fee hike, Costco shares fell 12.6%. After they announced in October 2011 membership fee increase, 6 months after that, Costco shares rose 7.1%. And the last time Costco announced a membership fee increase was March 2017. 6 months after that, Costco shares fell 11.1%. So you're seeing a pattern here emerge that after they announce this price increase, investors take profits because that makes sense. Because as we always hear, the market or stocks move in advance of future earnings. Now, what Heinbockel notes here is that the best time usually to buy Costco shares is 1 year ahead of a membership fee price hike, which is coming up now. The average gain 1 year before that price hike, 22.4%. And he's calling for investors to look at potentially buying Costco shares in the fall of this year ahead of any price hike, because that would be the most opportune time, just looking at the historical data here.
And Sazzy, I know that's Costco management on the phone for you right now, looking for comment on this. But seriously,
ring, ring, ring.
As you were talking, Saz, I was thinking about Costco's just business. Obviously, they've had a massive year along with a number of other retailers. You mentioned those periods for the stock. I mean, this stock has been an outstanding performer for decades, right? This is, one of the all-time stocks. And I do wonder, as we get out of the pandemic and Costco goes back to, business as usual or whatever, did their business change that much? I mean, I know they have all the e-commerce growth, but can Costco just kind of get back to being Costco, raise their membership fee a little bit, continue to provide the same in-store experience, and kind of just run the business the way it was headed?
For the most part, Miles and Julie, Costco's business, and you guys have been into Costco, it looks the same as it did 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. You walk into this giant store, you come out with a giant bag of dog food and a 20-pound container of mustard or ketchup. Who knows? But it's very simple, and that's by design. This is a company that had by its own admission has shunned the online business. They are obviously selling things online, but for them, they want the customers to come into the store, spend 5 hours there, walk out with big giant pieces of salmon. That's their business model. So they're embracing online, just not to the extent that the likes of a Target and Walmart have.
I think I've been in a Costco once, twice in my life.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
I went in.
Fun.
I went in at like 3 o'clock on a Saturday 3 weeks ago, and I was not emotionally prepared for that experience. You really need to. Fortunately, with our job, our timing offers us some opportunity to do things off hours. Like, I like to grocery shop in the afternoons when we're wrapped up around 2 or 3 o'clock. That's the Costco time. I mean, I need to take advantage of that. I can't be going in there on a weekend, Saturday weekend, where it's, parking lot chaos. People are leaving carts in the middle of the street. People are abandoning carts in the checkout line. I mean, madness.
Miles, quick tip for you. Don't make eye contact with any other shoppers in Costco, because if they smell fear, if they sense you're scared, you're going to get run over. You're not going to get that big piece of salmon. So that's my hot tip to you.
I spent about 10 minutes looking for the right kind of toilet paper. There were way too many options, and you just got to rip it off a pallet. I mean, you just got to go for it when you see it. You can't look for the right aisle. All right.